This position was submitted in comments by one of our viewers, Ataco2eat, and thank you for the submission. You'll note here black is up the exchange plus a pawn, and he's threatening checkmate on the next turn. Black's most recent move must have been queen takes f4 or queen to f4, threatening the checkmate on the next turn. We're not going to let him do that, are we? Well, looking at the royal squares, those are occupied, that's controlled, and when we connect the dots, we're looking for an attack along the 8th rank. And we immediately realize that the king is overworked. It cannot defend the pawn and the rook both. So we can deflect the king away from the rook with bishop takes the pawn check. Regardless of whether he captures or moves away, that rook is susceptible. Actually, because of this rook, he's more resistant if he plays king b8. If king takes the bishop, then our rook can come over for check. And if king a7, you get check followed by checkmate. If king to a8, then you get check followed by checkmate. You could also checkmate with queen b8. And finally, if king c8, we're still going to take the rook because these are occupied and that's controlled and that's a corridor and that's checkmate. Therefore, we can conclude that black, trying to prolong the game as long as possible, will play king b8. And now we can go ahead and take the rook, and it's the same thing. If he takes, we get the same continuation as before. Actually, he can stall here, throw away the queen. He could have done that before as well, but you understand the point, or queen b8. So for that reason, we believe he'll play king a7, queen a8 check, king comes here, queen takes pawn check, forcing the king here. So now there are a lot of checks. When we look at the royal squares, all of those are controlled. That leaves these. We might be thinking about queen a3. I want to take b4 away from the king, so I'm going to relinquish the d4 square and take these two with queen a5. And the reason is this. If he plays king to d6, that gives us a swallowtail checkmate with queen d5. Or if he plays king d4, controlled, 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 and defended and controlled. And so therefore pawn c3 is checkmate. Thank you so much for the submission, Ataco2eat. Have a great day and play some great chess. Bye now.